live at 5. I'm gonna come on here just a couple minutes early today to try to make sure everything is a go. I know had a few technical difficulties there last week, but hopefully we got that stuff figured out. Don't know why, cut off half my video last week, but I got the laptop back, ain't messing with the iPad. I think what happened is the iPad tried to log in at the same time I was doing my live, and it really messed me up. So we're back to basics, and hopefully we got her all figured out. We're gonna get into tonight's topic of why we ride, and we're gonna get into that here in just a few minutes. Gonna wait for everybody to come on. We ain't quite at 5 o'clock. And so before we get into that, let's do a little channel update. I'd say you can probably hear that in the background. It is a cloudy day out today, so I did not cover up the window, so hopefully the sun don't shine through. It is raining out, so hopefully it doesn't pick up to where it's beating on the roof in the garage and you can't hear me, but I'll try to talk loud anyway. So let's get rid of this. I'm trying to get into where, like I say, if you do comment, we can certainly, because I do want you guys to talk, because like I say, today we're going to talk about why we ride. As you can see, I'm the only one in the garage, so I can tell you why I ride, but I need to hear why you ride. So please put it in the comments. Let's have a conversation. I do these on Tuesdays to try to open up a Q&A on what's going on in side-by-side world, what's new, where you been, what you been doing. You know, I just really am passionate about it, and I want to hear your guys' side of it, not always just myself blabbing along. But anyways, on some of the channel updates, if you guys have been following along, which I hope you have, you'll notice that I kind of done away with the intro on my videos, and I thought it was an okay intro, but I feel like I need to get to the point a little bit quicker. I don't want to drag you guys along. Like I've always said, I know your time is valuable, and I want to start getting to the point a little sooner and start being a little bit more of myself, and just cut that intro out. Let's get right to the heart of things. Let's get into what we want to talk about. Do have some rides planned, booked, which is awesome. I'm so excited because you all know that it's been a while since I've been in the woods. This channel was formed to showcase Defender adventures, right? And that is a big side of it, but also, as I hope you all have figured out by now, the other side of it is to try to help you all out, try to open up these conversations, try to troubleshoot, try to do tech videos, help videos. So I know a lot of you want to see the riding content, and I'm the same way. I'm a big YouTuber, and I love watching people in the woods. I love watching different parks and stuff like that. And it is my goal to get you a lot more of that content, and that is going to happen. But like I say, I work full-time, you know, full-time dad, full-time husband, so some of that stuff, we got to wait until there's time for it. And there's trips planned, I promise. So we'll get into that and hopefully get you guys some awesome content. But in the meantime, I try to bring these videos to help you out, and you'll see some more of those in between. Hope you're all enjoying them. And if you are, please do me a favor. Hit the like button that is not here on the screen because this is live. Hit the subscribe button. You guys have seen that enough, right? But it's usually down here. So anyways, that's a little bit of the channel updates on what's been going on. Do have a few more upgrades I want to do to the Defender coming along. We are going to try to get a turn signal kit put on this thing. That'll be in an upcoming video. So if that's something you're looking into, stay tuned for that. What else? A couple hot topics that I like to get into will be coming up on the channel, that hopefully open up some more conversations that we can conversate on these live videos on Tuesdays. So stay tuned for that. And what time is it getting to be? 5:02. Everybody should have their cold one by now. So let's get into tonight's topic. why we ride, right? So I'm gonna start with why I ride, and then hopefully y'all can drop some comments and we'll open up this conversation. But first things first, let me see if I can't get this thing going, because yep, and there we go, we got her now. I'm gonna turn the volume down so you can't hear it, but I can still see the chat, because that's what I want. Let's chat. Number one thing that comes to mind, and I'm sure all of you agree, is the main reason we ride is because it's fun, right? It is absolutely a blast to get in these things and get out in the woods. So if you saw a few videos ago, I done a video in the Jeep. Love the Jeep. I love the fact of being in a Jeep and the top back and riding down the road, just, you know, getting the wind, and that is fun. But to me, that's not the experience you get in a side-by-side. And I'm not saying people don't have Jeeps built for that, because they obviously do, but I feel like when I get in my side-by-side in Old Yellerfeller here, I can get back into the woods to where I want to be, right? It's kind of hard to explain. I'll do the best I can, but for anybody out there that struggles, let's say with mental illness, or just, not mental illness, I'm sorry, I apologize for that, but for like a stress, let's just say mental stress, or just what I'm trying to convey here is, when you're out there back in God's beautiful creation, out in the woods, where you're out of the concrete jungle, you're away from it all, and you can just reflect and just have time to think in a chaotic world. It just, to me, it just really helps. I know a lot of y'all are probably big time hunters, and I always have been also, and it's kind of like sitting in that tree stand, right? You're not only out there hunting, you're just out there to kind of get your mental health in check, right? Just out there to put the worries of the world away, put the stress behind. Let's not worry about whatever's going on. We're just out there to connect with whatever you believe in, whatever connection you have out there that gives you that zen, gives you that peace, just gives you that. So let's take a deep breath. Everything's going to be all right. Just that moment of, it's okay and we're good. That, to me, is what these side-by-sides bring, right? It's not only the enjoyment, it's not only just the fun, it's also the peace, the serenity, just that get it away, right? So that's one big reason why I like to ride. I mean, obviously it's fun. I mean, we all know that. We've been down to do there. And then two, you get a bunch of your buddies that maybe you don't get to see all the time, because, you know, everybody has a life. Everybody's got a lot going on. We get caught up in this chaotic world, and everybody, you know, just is busy, and it's life, right? It's no fault of anybody. And everybody loves their family. Everybody loves spending time with their family, and it's great when we can bring them all together and we can just have fun, right? So when you can take what these side-by-sides bring joy in you of getting away from it all, and then you can combine the family and your friends all together, out in the woods, away from it all, just chit-chatting, just catching up, just having a good time. Yeah, there's really no describing it. I mean, it's just a good time. I'm not saying there's not other ways that you can do that. I mean, sure, people camp, people do the Jeep thing, and sort of stuff like that. But I just feel like when you're in a buggy and you're out in nature, it just gives you an extra connection, because there's nothing around you to remind you of what's going on in the real world. You're out there just away from all that, and it's just like a one-on-one with you and whoever you're with, and just being out in nature and just having a good time. And anyways, you're getting the point. I'm sorry I'm rambling, but I just really enjoy it. It's kind of a peaceful way for me to get away. And then I see, I watch a lot of YouTube, like I've said before. There's a lot of other people that may ride for different reasons, and there's a lot of events that go on, which is amazing. There was a big event this past weekend in, where was it? Somewhere in Tennessee, that the Can-Am crew was at. It was a ride for, it was a good cause. And that's another thing that the side-by-side world doesn't get, I don't feel like gets enough credit for. I feel like we people that love to ride, that love side-by-sides, we get it. I said, but thank you, old Green Canada with Green Gordon. Thank you. I'm glad somebody's listening, because I was afraid I was just rambling too much. But anyways, this side-by-side community really puts on a lot of good rides for good causes. If you're a member of any kind of community on Facebook that has anything to do with side-by-side, you'll constantly see benefit rides for, whatever life problems people might be going through. They're raising money to help them, whether it be health problems, the local fire departments, or whoever putting on rides for just to raise money for the community. There's all kind of that out there in the UTV community. I mean, there's people who are just willing to help each other out, and it's just an awesome feeling. It's an awesome community. Anytime you can get together with a group of people like that share common interests, that are good people, it's just a great feeling. And when you're out there in the woods riding, hardly ever do you come across somebody that is not like that. That's not just there willing to chit chat with you and just share their experiences, and it's just a good feeling. So not only is it fun, not only is it getting back one with nature and just connecting with whatever makes you feel good or relieve that stress. It's about family, it's about friends, it's about giving back. And I really hope that in the future we still have those places to ride. And I'll get into a few more videos down the road on how we can do that, how we can continue to be a community, how we can continue to make our purpose, or our kind of, not have people stereotype us outdoor enthusiasts, UTV riders, as troublemakers, right? We want to be the ones that people look to as, well, they're going to respect the property, they're going to respect nature, they're going to give back to the community. These are good people to be here. I don't want to get into a bunch of garbage, but I did see, some of the stuff going on in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area over the weekend with some kind of event that they was having there, and it didn't look like it was really going very well. And that's kind of the reputation that we don't want to have, because that event ended up getting canceled because of some of the nonsense that was going on. And like I say, that's not who we are. And That's not who we want to be stereotyped as. So anyways, like I say, that's all in all. I mean, the main reasons why I ride my Defender, obviously the Defender helps me too with work. I like I say, I do cut a lot of firewood, so the bed helps out with that. It's a lot easier to get wood out of the woods with the Defender as opposed to having a truck or trying to navigate through some of the trails to get to some of the dead trees to get them cut out of the woods and all that. But it almost turns cutting firewood into, I mean, it's always a chore, but it kind of makes it a little more enjoyable, right? Because you still get to ride your side by side, still get to be out there in the woods and just having a good time. Let me make sure nothing's messed up here, because last time, like I say, last week my video got cut off and it was about this mark. Please, somebody comment and make sure that we're all still good here. I think we're still alive. Let me turn I'm gonna turn my volume up just so I can hear it here real quick. Just about done my, yep, we must be good. Just about done my firearm Defender was a world of help. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for commenting that, because like I say, last week, I don't know if y'all were following along last week, but it cut off and I really don't know why. Might have been an iPad issue or something, but yeah, speaking of firewood, it's about that time of year. So winter is soon upon us. I got an outside wood boiler that thing is absolutely amazing. I don't run my hot water off of it, and like normally during the year when I'm not running it, you can pretty much turn the hot in my house, you know, pretty much all the way on, and you'd be okay. It ain't really gonna burn you. Man, you turn that boiler on and that water will scald you. You gotta watch. It comes in at 185, well, it comes out of the boiler at 185 degrees, and gets to the water heater at, well, it probably gets to the water heater at 182, but, or I'm sorry, 175. Comes out at 185, gets there at 175. But I tell you what, that's a nice shower in the winter, especially when it's really cold out. You've been out all day on the Defender cruising, you know, which I know I got heat, but you've been out cutting firewood and been out in the cold all day or a cold day at work, and then you get home, getting that nice hot shower. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. So, anyways, that's just another benefit of why I got the old Defender. Hopefully, y'all have just as much fun as I do when you're side by sides or buggies. And if it's something you're looking into getting into and you don't even really know, maybe you're on the fence. Maybe you're like, I don't know if I really need one. I know it's a lot of money, but I'm gonna have some videos coming out here real soon about ways to avoid that, or ways to maybe help you. I'm not gonna say you're gonna avoid it, but ways to maybe help you out. So stay tuned for those. If you're a outdoor enthusiast, if you love, you know, being out, I'm sorry about these little gnats are everywhere, but if you are one that just loves the outdoors, these things will take you places that maybe you can't get to in your Jeep, or maybe you can't get necessarily to where you want to go, like hunting wise. If you're out hunting and it's a long hike back to the tree stand, but maybe you can get the buggy, you know, at least halfway to where, you know, the scent ain't picked up and you can sneak in and out of there. And then once you do, you know, get that big game, once you lay her down, it's a lot easier to get it out with one of these than try one of them little wagons or trying to drag it out by hand. I'm telling you, they make up for the cost. Even help with the chores around the farm, or let's just say that you ain't worried about work. let's just say you just want to go ride. The sport utilities, man, they are, or not just the sport utilities, but the sport machines like the X3s or your Razor Pros, or if you're wondering their capabilities, there is plenty of YouTube videos out there. These things are like mountain goats. I mean, I've seen them climb, and on the videos on YouTube, they do not do them nowhere near justice, because I've seen a lot of these hills. I've been to a lot of the part, Rush Off-Road, been there numerous times, love that place. If you never made it there, make sure you get there, but there is some nasty, nasty stuff there. And I'll take the Defender and I'll drive up to it and look at it, and I'm like, ain't no way anybody, you know, I'm like, and then you get on YouTube and you pull up a video and it's like, you got a Kawasaki mule, me crawling up, and you're like, come on now. Like, I was just there. I swear there wasn't no way. But these machines, I'm telling you, are truly amazing. It's truly a blast to own one. I feel privileged. It's amazing to get out in the woods, connect, like I say, with family, friends, with God, with whoever. And it's just really, the bang is worth the buck. So anyways, if you guys got something you want to say, chat it in here. If not, I'm going to probably end this video here, because like I say, I feel like I'm just rambling. But I really wanted to come on here and let you guys know that these things are amazing, and give you a little idea of why I ride, why I love to ride, and hopefully y'all get the same feeling when you're out there riding yours. So Old King Gordon, I appreciate your comments. He's if you guys reading the chat, he's from Canada, which is awesome. I love my folks up north. I would really love to get up there and ride one day, because I feel like around here we have some amazing trails, we have amazing woods, but that'd be like going to a whole different, you know, a whole different ballpark up there. I feel like just the scenery and the elevation and the animals, and just, I feel like it would be breathtaking, right? I've been west, I've been to Montana, luckily enough, been to Montana a couple times, and it's honestly, from where we're at here in eastern half of the United States, to get out there to go west, it's like you're in a different country when you get out there. Whatever you see on video or on TV is just like watching buggies go up hill climbs. Does it no justice. You get out there, it is absolutely breathtaking. You just got to take it all in. You're just in awe of how truly amazing it all is. And I want to get up to Canada sometime and definitely do some riding up there. And like he said, they can even drive on the roads up there. Man, I wish we could here. That would just open things up. And hopefully Ohio sometime gets on board with that. There's been a few counties around that have jumped on board with making, I can't remember the exact legal name for it, but basically making a UTV street legal. However, it is only on a posted road of 35 mile an hour and less, which still at the start, right? We're getting somewhere. So hopefully my county jumps onto that also. I feel like the West Virginia, man, which is not far from here, the tourism is just blown up because of the capability of riding these things to the trails. I mean, we're not wanting to ride the roads just because we want to commute to work and back every day. We're wanting to ride the roads to get to the trails, right? To get to the woods, to bring in more of that tourism. That way, more people around here will open up their property to more riding. We'll have more trails to ride. These little businesses that are falling off of the map because there ain't no tourism, I mean, the little towns in West Virginia that are making it because of the side-by-side community that are going to ride, that are coming to pay the money for the cabins and coming buying the groceries in their store, getting gas from them, getting food from them. I mean, it's just buying the trail permits and all that. I just feel like Ohio really needs to get on board with that, because it's just not only a business, but open up more things that here in southeastern Ohio we could recognize that our state has that nobody sees, right? Because we're just down here, don't have no big tourist attraction, we're not big cities, which I don't want all that, leave that up there, but let's let everybody else come and enjoy what we get to enjoy, and let's open it up to where our residents can even enjoy it more. So anyways, that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'm not going to make this too long. Like I say, I know you guys' time is valuable, and later in the week we are going to get into a few more videos, maybe some trail stuff, not real sure about that yet. We'll do the turn signal kit here down the road. I do have some stuff coming up. I'm going to try to stick on the schedule. Tuesdays live, right? Every Tuesday at 5 live. Thursdays, more tech, maybe some trails. Sunday, kind of do a recap of the weekend. Hopefully you get in the trails. That way we can get you some content there. And then right back at it Tuesday live. So, hope y'all are enjoying. Anything you believe that I can improve on, please, please, please do me a favor and drop it in the comments. Let me know. If you like it, awesome. If you don't like it, let me know. Let me know where I can improve. I want to continue this thing to go. I want to continue to grow. And I know y'all enjoy seeing this thing in the woods, and we'll get her there sooner or later. So thank y'all for watching. Come back next Tuesday. Please like somewhere over here. Like, maybe it's down there. I don't know. Subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.